Quarterback Tommy Kramer and head coach Jerry Burns would like to get even with the Bears for that loss 2 weeks ago. As the Vikings last week showed some offense against the 49ers, with Kramer taking the NFC lead in touchdown passes. But it came down to an overtime field goal by Chuck Nelson. And now the Vikings are back in the NFC Central race. A lot of the faces have changed in the last 25 years, but one thing has stayed the same. When the Bears and Vikings meet, it's a good old-fashioned rivalry. For the second time in 2 weeks, it's the Bears and Vikings. This time for the Metrodome in Minneapolis. Chicago, one of two unbeaten teams in the NFL, come into today's game with a 2-game lead over the Minnesota Vikings. Kramer will hope that he can get Darren Nelson established, but he's been having a tough time. Only 14 yards in the last 15 carries. His offensive line is really paced by Gary Zimmerman. He's from the United States Football League, and Jerry Burns said he was as good as we'd hoped he would be.
And they also have lightning with Lewis, and then, of course, they also have lightning with their fine running back.
And there's part of that you're talking about, Darren Nelson. Second down, 9 yards to go. Lewis split to the near side. Hassan Jones to the top. This is Lewis in motion. Kramer on the second and 9. He's got some time. He's got Alfred Anderson. Anderson to the 10, 5. He's in. However, there's a penalty flag at the 30-yard line.
He had man-for-man coverage that time.
And Kramer's indicating it's against the Bears.
Closed stadium like this one, you want to keep the crowd in the game if you possibly can. And starting like that is a great illustration and indication that they had the crowd in the game right now.
That was blocked, and it looked like Dan Hampton was the guy that blocked the point after attempt. Steve Fuller, starting his first game of this year, came in relief against the Packers, played so effectively. And here's the defense that he'll be facing. Tim Newton's coming off an outstanding game. He was a Sports Illustrated Defensive Player of the Week. Linebacking, well, Chris Martin is a surprise starter. He's going in place of a #1 draft pick, Chris Dolman. And in the secondary, outstanding safeties in Joey Browner and John Harris.
It's very important that a second quarterback starts the game with some success.
Uh-oh, that's not success. It looks like Fuller's able to recover, though, or to go in motion. Peyton to the 45, to the 50, spinning, lunging, and that might be enough for the first down.
And I don't mean that to be a derogatory thing. That's just what the rules are.
They're going for it on 4th down a yard. Suri's going to get it easily. That's confidence in your football team. See, there's the backs now going up to Fuller to get the play. It's so noisy. Where to go? In motion. Fuller flies on the play. Steve stepping up. He fumbles the ball. And this time the Vikings are going to get it. But there are penalty flags. Let's check them out.
Illegal motion offense is declined. First down, Minnesota.
3:15 the next, and 3:10 the following week.
And he said it with emphasis. That is not a first down because of the 5-yard penalty. Second down coming up. This is, and it's going to be more. Anthony Carter, touchdown, Minnesota.
You try to run east and west and sideways, they murder you, but you got to run right at them, and you're much more effective doing that.
Unbelievable. This is the Vikings' first third down of the game on a 3rd and 6, and they get it. That's Big Steve Jordan. 3rd down, a yard to go.
Well, look at that right outside.
That's where they're going. Rice on the pitch. He wants to throw, and now he likes to run and stays on his feet and gets the first down. Look at this. Minnesota averaging 9 yards on first down. Looks like the blitz coming. Pearson coming up the middle. Kramer on target. Great catch that time is made. There's a penalty flag, however. Out to Anderson. Fumble. And I believe the Bears have it. It looks like Hampton 99 has the football. Check that. Calvin Thomas in the backfield. There's Peyton in motion. Fuller, and he's on target. Tight end Emery Moore.
They got a one-on-one. They got to take advantage of that more than they have.
Well, they did earlier for 23 yards. Here's Fuller back. Protection breaking down, and he stops at the 40. He's engulfed by purple shirts. In motion is Lou Barnes, a rookie from Oregon. Fuller looked like he wanted to shovel forward with a pass, and it never materialized. That was that shovel pass, I believe, Hank. And Gerald Robinson, 95, their first-round draft pick, dropped him
Kick the
there.
ball about where the 10-yard line is, and as a result, if you go in front of him good enough with a good angle,
There it is, too.
chance to block it.
Yes, sir, you called that, but look at Pullman. And Pullman with a great ad-lib effort.
Well, you see, Gary, he takes a lot of time, and the rusher should have blocked the kick that time, but he went too deep, and he went right underneath him and made the first down. About this Minnesota team, if you play a lot of man-for-man, they can hit you with a bomb.
Third down 8. They are blocking extremely well, and that gives them a chance to hit Hassan. Check that, Anthony Carter. New communication system today. He can talk directly to the umpire. Here's Kramer scrambling around on a 3rd and 10, and he's going to get a first down to the 30. Slides wisely to a first down at the 27 after converting that last one. Darren Nelson, and he fumbles the ball, and it's loose. At the 22, there's a big pileup. Who's got it? So they still have it at the 22 and pick up some good yardage on the play.
I don't try to kick it through the uprights. I pick out a person between the uprights and try to kick it to that person to make sure I zero in on the target.
29-yard attempt. Little chip shot. And Chuck Nelson, ball
Dancing around back there, he's got to be able to step through and follow through, which he hasn't been able to do.
on a 2nd and 3, going without the huddle. Fuller looked like he's going to go deep. Now he's going to beat the football. That's the 3rd sack. The ball is loose, but it's been blown dead. 3rd down. Let's make it 6 yards to go.
They're playing a double zone, something in the middle. If they can get it in there, look at that.
That's the 4th sack, and that's icebox play. They've had some success, and that makes your running game go too.
Well, they're smart enough to stay with it. That's the important.
2nd down, 11.
There it is again.
It's amazing how they're running, and it's fumbled, but the Vikings have recovered it. Coming after it. Kramer reads it. Out to Nelson. Beautiful catch by Darren Nelson. That's one of the toughest catches to make in football. Kramer, and he's on target. Jordan again. He is an imposing figure, Anthony Carter, to the top of the screen.
They got 1-on-1 on the right. Oh, now they changed the coverage.
There's Rice in motion. Kramer on the roll. And wide open is Jordan. He is as open as you can get.
Boy, that's the way he's playing this afternoon.
Playing extremely well. Here is Darren Nelson. Nelson to the 10. Nelson to the 5. First and goal. Now it's 3rd and goal. We understand Darren Nelson suffered a cramp. He'll be back.
Look at the bump and run on the outside. They might try to go up on top.
Kramer scrambled back against the grain. He's going to make it. Touchdown. Penalty flag. Singletary is down on the play.
See, he rolls to his right, then comes back to the left, and he makes the play, goes into the end zone. There's Singletary. Watch him. He grabs the face mat, and in the process is injured on the play himself. He's as good as they come when he's hot.
3rd down now, 5 yards to go. Here comes the blitz, and it pays off. Otis Wilson storming over the back of Wade Wilson. On the 42 now, 2nd down and 4. Pressure coming. Penalty flag is thrown.
And that's got to be a holding penalty. Anytime he drops it in that area, it's a holding penalty. If they have time. The middle area between the hash marks and between the... Uh-oh, they're going up on top.
That's where they go. Go. Touchdown, Chicago.
Man, they had double coverage, and he outran the coverage. That's what he did on that, Gary. They had double coverage on him. They expected him to throw something inside, and he ran right by both people.
Stepping up. And he's down. Big sack by Doug Martin. Lou Barnes in motion. Fuller, pressure coming.
Tim Newton, 96.
The icebox. Seward in motion after the penalty now. 1st and 25. It was against Paul Blair. Konzak throwing. Moorhead intended for it. Picked off. That's Holt. And Ike Holt with his 4th interception of the year. And so the Vikings move to 5-2. Very much in the Central Division race. As Jerry Burns, in his rookie year, has ended a 6-game losing streak at the hands of the Chicago Bears. Once again, the final score. Minnesota 23, Chicago 7. Coming up next, Game 2 of our NFL doubleheader. The Giants at Seattle or Detroit at the Los Angeles Rams.